This one's from Dog Pound Daily. 4 potential free agent running backs the Browns can pursue to replace Nick Chubb. They go Aaron Jones, had an excellent year with the Vikings, 1,138 yards, ninth in the regular season, 255 carries, also tied for ninth. He is 30, so age kind of on the borderline there. Javonte Williams, they have second. Williams, quiet year with the Broncos in 2024. Jaleel McLaughlin, Audric Estime kind of formed a trio with him. So it'll be interesting to see. He's only 24. So Williams is a name to listen out for. Cam Akers. Akers had such high ceiling when he was with the Rams. Injuries hampered his ability to hit his stride. Since being with Minnesota, much like Jones, he's been able to find his footing. Has been a solid backup there. Ty Johnson. Johnson has benefited from the Bills' offense, but he's found himself as the third guy behind James Cook and Ray Davis, likely to be an immediate RB2 for the Browns at a minimum. So, I mean, of all those guys, none of them are like, oh, we got to get him. Jones is intriguing. I'm curious. You know, the running back market, based on Henry and Barkley, it might, you know, that they may have upped the value for free agent running backs. Those are two guys that made huge impacts.
Well, you could throw Josh Jacobs in there too,
Yeah.
right? He looked great yesterday for Green Bay. When I was watching that Green Bay game yesterday, I kept thinking about that because you have Barkley for the Eagles, Jacobs for the Packers, and I don't think the Browns would go high high money free agent at that spot. I just think that's not how they want to be built. I certainly think they'll draft a running back and hope that he becomes a starter next year, kind of independent of does Nick Chubb come back and can Nick Chubb still play? And you get a rookie that you think can fill that role. So I don't think they'll spend big. I don't think they'll sign a 30-year-old to be their number one guy. But I tell you what, Devontae Williams on that list, he intrigues me. I've always kind of liked him. If you can get him cheap in a 25, I'd be okay adding him to the mix of a rookie in Jerome Ford and then whatever happens with Chubb. I'd be good with that.
Yeah, that's intriguing. Intriguing is a great word, and I have a feeling unless Nick Chubb gets a significant offer, I think they find a way to bring him back on an incentive-laden deal that if he plays well, he can make some money.
I do too. You just have to be careful with. So then, how do you construct your room? Do you count on him to be a guy that's getting 15 carries a game, or is it completely an unknown? And you have to see how he looks in the OTAs and how he looks in training camp before you get a sense of, okay, what kind of role does he have? How does that shape the room? And I think that would be the tricky part. I agree with you, and I think they should try to work something out, but it could affect how the rest of the room shakes out, and that's what you have to be careful of.